Hello children. So welcome to AIMS India's online class session. So from physics subject, fun with magnets topic we are going to learn. So already in our previous videos, we have learned some basics regarding the magnets. So let's continue our topic today. So what we have learned some properties of magnet. We have learned some properties of magnets. What are the properties? Let's revise once again. The magnets can attract objects like iron, nickel, cobalt. The magnets, they can attract some of the objects like iron, cobalt, nickel. That is the first property. Means they are having attraction power. Second property, the magnets always will have two poles. One is north pole, another one is south pole. If we cut it into two pieces, then the two pieces will behave like a magnets, two different magnets having north pole and south pole. If they cut them into two pieces, here north pole will be there, here south pole will automatically, it will develop. So single pole magnet do not exist. They will have two poles, north pole and south pole. They may be having any shape like a horseshoe magnet or ring magnet. They may have any kind of shape, but still they will be always having two poles. That is second property. Third property. The poles, magnetic poles, always exist in pairs. If we cut like this, this is north pole, this is south pole. Like this, single pole do not exist. Compulsorily, this part, south pole will come. For this part, north pole will come. They always exist in pairs. So they always exist together. North and south pole cannot be separated. Okay children? So what we have learnt through this slide, they will attract objects like iron, cobalt, nickel. Each magnet will be having two poles. One is north pole, another one is south pole. So next, this north pole and south pole, they cannot be separated. They always exist in pairs. Though we cut them into pieces, still they develop other poles. Next, here. So the opposite poles will attract. Here this south pole and north pole, these parts, they will attract with each other. Opposite poles will attract. Opposite poles behaves like friends. So here, like poles, north and north or south and south, like poles will repel with each other. So they behave like enemies. So the fourth property is unlike poles will attract. Fifth property, like poles will repel. And the last but not the least, sixth property, so is what does it tell means? So whenever a magnet is suspended with a support, with the help of a thread, with the help of a rod, when it is suspended freely, it always aligns itself. It always arranges itself in the direction of north and south. So okay children, these are the properties of magnet. So regarding this directional property, we have a story. There was a story about emperor in China whose name is Hong Tai. Whose name is Hong Tai. So there was a China emperor whose name is Hong Tai. So what was the story means? It is said that He had a chariot with a statue of lady that could rotate in any direction. In olden days, now we have motorcycles, cars, bicycles, or jeep. Like that, we have so many vehicles for traveling purpose. But in olden days, the kings and the famous people, they used to travel through chariot. They used to travel through chariot with the help of horse, like that. The chariot. So for his chariot, a statue of lady was fixed for his chariot, which can rotate freely, and it had an extended arm with the finger pointing out that it is showing some direction. It is showing some direction. This statue, it had an interesting property. It had an interesting property. So wherever you go, in whatever direction you go, that statue, the stretched arm, the extended arm of the statue always points out towards south direction. Point out towards south direction. So actually, the magnets have a property of aligning in north and south direction. They will show north direction. If they are able to show north direction, the behind of it we will be having south direction. But here this chariot, there was a story that it used to show south direction. South direction. So by looking at the extended arm of the statue, the emperor, he was able to locate directions when he went to new place. This story was very famous regarding the directional property of the magnet. So to evidence of this, right now in London, so there is an exhibit. This is the exhibit which is located in London, which is in England country, in Science Museum. If you go to England, if you go to London, if you go to Science Museum, there you will find this south pointing chariot in evidence to that story. There you will find this south pointing chariot or carriage. We can call it as carriage. So with this, ancient Chinese people, 1 minute. The ancient Chinese people's two-wheeled vehicle. Ancient Chinese people's two-wheeled vehicle. You can observe only two wheels here. So normally the chariot will have three wheels. Normal chariots like or bullock carts, they will have three wheels. Backside two wheels, front one wheel. But it is a two-wheeled vehicle. Two-wheeled vehicle with a mobile pointer to indicate south direction. No matter how the chariot turns, this statue always points the south direction. So it is called south pointing chariot. South pointing chariot. Okay, it looks like a doll. It looks like a figure with an outstretched arm. With an outstretched arm. With an outstretched arm. Means pointing arm. Pointing arm. So it was supposed that the stretched arm it has a compass for navigation. Okay, children, this is about directional property of the story of directional property. Okay, children, now let's observe some animations regarding the bar magnet and electromagnet. First, let's go with bar magnet. So already we know bar magnet will have south pole at one end, north pole at one end. So magnet will have two poles where maximum attraction force or repulsion force, or we can call it as magnetic force, will be located. So here we have taken a bar magnet. Rectangular bar magnet is there. It is having two poles, means the ends of the magnet where magnetic force is located. Like this we have a magnet. So actually, what will be there inside a magnet? Why it is behaving like a magnet? If you see inside of the magnet, it will have so many particles arranged in a order. Each tiny particle, you can observe here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that we have so many particles here. Each tiny particle, tiny means very, very, very small. Each small particle will behave like a magnet. And they are all arranged according to one order. All north poles. This red color is there, no? Red color denotes north pole, white color denotes south pole. All north poles are facing at one end, all south poles are facing at one end. So inside the magnet also, each tiny particle of the magnet will be behaving like a magnet. Okay. So actually what we have told, this magnet will have attraction power. It will, unlike poles will attract, like poles will repel. Like that we have told. Let's see by this animation part. Now I am taking a compass. So what is compass here? Compass will have magnetic needle. So which is pivoted at the center on a nail, which can rotate freely. You can observe here. So here what is happening? What is happening to the compass? The middle needle is getting turning around. The middle needle, while I am moving the compass, the middle needle is able to rotate. Through its center. So this is a compass having magnetic needle fixed at the center, which can rotate freely around its center. Like that compass I have taken. Already I have a bar magnet here. Now I have taken a compass. It is also having north pole and south pole. Compass also having north pole and south pole. Now what we have told, like poles attract we have told. So let me bring this one. So they can attract. See, they can attract each other. Here south pole is there, here north pole is there. They can attract each other. Okay, they can attract each other. If I take it up, what is happening? The north pole is trying to point towards south pole. While I am moving towards north pole, south pole is coming towards white color needle part is coming towards red color part. Why? Because unlike poles will attract. If I bring near, this white color, red color will attract, because they are unlike poles. If you turn around, you can observe the magnetic needle is moving. In what way? South part attracting north pole. In that way. If I suppose now I have red color part upwards. Means north part upwards. If I try to bring here, what happens? That will come down. Why? Means north pole repels north pole. North pole attracts south pole. Like that we can suppose here Okay, like that we can tell unlike poles will attract, like poles will repel. Like that, with the help of bar magnet, with the help of compass, we can tell. So actually this magnetic strength, up to where it will extend, we can have this around this magnet, its magnetic strength will exist in the form of field. Let me show you the field. So this is the magnetic field around the magnet. In the beginning part, it will be more. Magnetic field will be more. Magnetic strength will be more. If you go to somewhat distant place, magnetic strength will be less. So like that, here we can show magnetic field around a magnet with this. So this is the magnetic field. Okay. Suppose instead of bar magnet, suppose if I have compass, what we have learned earlier, the compass, if there is no bar magnet, or let's see one more property here. South is attracting north. This white color portion is attracting red color portion. If you flip polarity, flip means change. If you change polarity, what happens? The compass has turned its direction. The needle has turned his direction, because now you can observe here, now north pole is there, south pole is there. Unlike poles, they are attracting. If I flip polarity, what happens? In the place of north pole, south pole will come. South pole, they will repel. Because of that, this magnet cannot be moved, because it is having heavier mass compared to needle. So needle will turn around. Let's see once again. Now I am flipping the polarity, children. You will observe the needle will turn around. See, turn around. It is the proof for like poles will repel. Again, if I flip, it will turn around. Okay, like that, attraction and repulsion we can prove. Suppose instead of magnet, what I have told, this needle, this compass is having directional property. Wherever we go, we can make it used for finding the direction. Like that we have told. Suppose in the instead of magnet, if I have earth, because we have told earth also behaves like a magnet. Earth also behaves like a magnet. So that's why the compass on the earth, it is changing directions, or it is showing direction. So here I am flipping it. So here in upper portion we have geographic south pole. Means south pole of the earth. In that direction, what is showing? Sorry, one minute. If I keep compass on the earth, so here south pole is there. Geographic south pole is there on the top portion. Needle is pointing upwards, means upward direction. According to compass, what we are going to have? Magnetic north. So here we have geographic north downwards. Here downwards, what it is pointing? Magnetic south. So this geographic poles and magnetic poles, they behave in opposite manner. When we have geographic south pole, that magnet will show magnetic north there. Near geographic North Pole, magnetic South Pole will be there. So the compass is able to show directions because of the Earth, because Earth behaves like a magnet. Earth behaves like a magnet. Okay children, this is about bar magnet. Let's see about electromagnet. Let's see about electromagnet. So here, suppose I have a coil here. I have a coil around which wire we are having so many turns of wire, so many turns of wire, so many turns of wire. So here the current is passing through the coil because of the flow of electrons, because of the flow of electrons which are coming from the battery. We can observe the flow of electrons here. Means because of the battery, the coil likes to acts like a the coil acts like a magnet. The coil acts like a magnet. Here, what kind of power we are supplying? What is the current source? DC. DC means direct current. There will be no change in the direction of current. It will pass only in one way, only in one direction, direct current. So here number of loops, number of turns of coil we can change. Here 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 4 coils they gave the limit. So now this because of passing of electricity, I can turn this side. The flow of electrons will change. I can turn this side. Flow of electrons will change. I can change the direction of flow of current, flow of electrons. So this acts like a magnet. So now what we are telling, electromagnet means when we pass the electricity, this coil, it acts like a magnet. That we are telling. How to get it, how to make it prove whether it is acting like a magnet or not? If we bring compass, near to it, it has to deflect. The needle has to deflect. If the needle shows deflection, we can find that it is acting like a magnet. Let's bring compass near to it. What is happening? What is happening, children? What is happening? The needle is showing the deflection. The needle is showing the deflection. It means that the coil is acting like a magnet. Which magnet? Electromagnet. Means whenever, as long as current passes through the coil, it acts like a magnet. When we switch off, it won't act like a magnet. It won't act like a magnet. But the flow of electrons direction is same. The flow of electrons direction is same. Suppose, so here we can show field also. This will show magnetic field like this. This coil will show magnetic field like this in this direction. Suppose instead of DC source, if I give the power supply through AC source, what you will observe? In AC source, the direction of the passing of electrons will be changing continuously. Because of changing of direction of electrons, sometimes this part acts like a north pole, sometimes the same part acts like a south pole. North and south pole will be changing because of the change of flow of electrons. Because of that, the deflection of compass also will be changing continuously. Deflection of compass also, needle also will be changing continuously. Okay children, this is about bar magnet and electromagnet. So through this animation part, what we have learned, so the magnet can show attraction power, repulsion power, that is one thing. Earth also acts like a magnet, that is the second thing. Regarding electromagnet, we have learnt. Electromagnet means as long as current passes through it, it behaves like a magnet. I can decrease the speed of electrons. I can increase the speed of electrons so that deflection will be more. Deflection will be more. Okay, I can change the intensity of the current like that. I can change. Okay. Okay, children. Okay, children. Now let's discuss some questions regarding the concepts what we have learned from past 2.5 days. Let's discuss some questions 1.5 day. So the question is, the lodestone is a option A, temporary magnet, artificial magnet, natural magnet, none of this. What is the correct answer, children? Lodestone. What is the meaning of lodestone? Already we have told, leading stone, which will show the direction. Recall that story, children. What is the story? Once there was a shepherd whose name is Magnus. Once there was a shepherd whose name is Magnus. For grazing sheep, he went to one hill. Top of the hill, there was a black stone. So there was a black stone. The staff means stick. The staff of the Magnus, the stick of the Magnus, that point, iron point of the stick of the magnet got struck to the stone. What is that stone? Lodestone. So what is a lodestone? Is it temporary magnet? Is it artificial? No, because it occurred in the nature. It was there in the nature. It is an example of natural source. So the correct answer is, what is the correct answer, children? Yes, natural magnet is the correct answer. Okay, next. Question number 2. What is the question? The magnets which retain their magnetic properties only over a short interval of time are called. Try to underline the main word, children. What is the main word here? They retain. Retain means keeping within themselves. What? Magnetic property. For how long? Short interval of time. They are called what? Natural magnet, artificial magnet, permanent magnet, temporary magnet. So what is the correct answer, children? By this word we can tell, because they will retain magnetic property only for short period of time. So we can tell that it is an example of temporary magnet. It is an example of temporary magnet. Okay. So temporary magnet is the correct answer. Next. Magnetic compass. So what is magnetic compass? Always points in north-south direction. Use it to find directions. Is a magnet. All of these. What is the correct answer? It shows north-south direction. Correct. Because of that purpose only we have designed compass. So it is used to find directions. That is also correct. It is a magnet. Correct, because it is having magnetic needle. So all the 3 options are correct. When we have options like this, then we have to keep tick mark for D option, not ABC. If all of this not there, if it is a multi-correct answer, you can keep ABC. But if it is a single correct answer, you have to go with D option. You have to go with D option. Okay, children, D option is the correct answer. So next, question number 4. 2 like poles of a magnet always. 2 like poles of a magnet always. What they do? Like poles repel each other, attract each other, sometimes repel, sometimes attract. Can't say. What is the correct answer? Like poles. Like poles means they behave like enemies. They behave like enemies. So what is the correct answer? They repel each other. They repel each other. Okay. Question number 5. Read the question, children. What is the question here? When two magnets are stored with north pole alongside the north pole of the other magnet for a long time. So north pole, same pole. If we keep them along for a longer time, what happens? Magnetic property will increase, magnetic property decrease, magnetic property remains same, none of these. So already in a previous video we have told regarding care of magnets, how to take care of magnets. Opposite poles we have to keep facing each other. Opposite poles we have to keep side by side, and middle wooden piece we have to keep. But here in the question what they gave same pole they give. If we keep same pole, due to repulsion they will decrease their magnetic property. So what is the answer, children? B option. Magnetic property will decrease. Why means? Because of repulsion. Next, sixth question. Question number 6. A piece of iron should place across the poles of horseshoe magnet to conserve its magnetic property, to increase, to make it demagnetize, to decrease. What is the correct answer, children? So already this question also we have learnt how to protect horseshoe magnet. Across the poles we have to place iron piece so that it won't lose its magnetism. Why do magnets lose magnetism? When we hit them hardly with hammer, when we throw them, or when we heat them, so magnets may lose their property. So if we keep them idle for so many days, some of the objects will come contact with it, they will lose its magnetic property. So to conserve means protect. To protect the magnetic property, we have to take care. We have to keep an iron piece across the poles of the horseshoe magnet. So what is the correct answer, children? Correct answer is option A, conserve. Here conserve means protect. Next, question number 7. When we break a magnet into pieces, each piece having option A, north pole only, south pole only, both north and south poles, none of these. What is the answer, children? We can break a magnet, but single pole do not exist. We have told north and south pole exist together. They always exist in pair. Unipole does not exist. So what is the correct option? C. C option is the correct answer. Next, question number 8. Shapes of natural magnet are. Shapes of natural magnet. Natural magnet means which occurs in the nature. Which occurs in the nature like a mineral. They are asking what is the shape of that magnet. What is the shape of magnet occurring in the nature? What is its shape? Horseshoe, irregular, cylindrical, regular. What is the answer? Irregular. Because they are occurring in the nature. In the beginning they will be irregular. After taking them out, we make them, or we change them into according to our requirement, like horseshoe, cylindrical. But in the beginning they will exist in irregular shapes. Okay, children, option B is the correct answer. Next question. Question number 9. The attractive property of a magnet was discovered by Indians, Chinese, Greeks, Japanese. Indians, Chinese, Greeks, Japanese. So already we have told the attractive property discovered by whom? A person called Magnus. Of war, one more story is there where we have discovered in a place called Magnesia. Where is this Magnesia? It is in Greek country. So this property was discovered by Greeks, Greek people. So what is the correct answer, children? Greeks. Greek people is the correct answer. Chinese people, they used it for directional property, for navigation. Next. Last question, question number 10. Dash is the surest test of magnetism. So attraction, rotation, repulsion, none of this. Repulsion, none of this. So how to find whether an object is magnet or not? Attraction means not only magnets, magnetic material also they will get attracted. So if they show attraction means it may be a magnet or it may be a magnetic material. It may be a magnet or it may be a magnetic material. So attraction is not the correct answer. Repulsion is the correct answer to identify the magnetism. Surest means it is the must compulsory test for identifying the magnetism. Okay, children? So let's continue our topic in tomorrow's class. So thank you for watching our video, children. So please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon and visit our website aimstudy.in for latest updates and recorded videos. Thank you, children. Have a good day.